Is this what day is this?
Well, hi, how are you? Good to see you again. I didn't turn all the fans off. Jody Blue Eye. You know, there comes a time when you're like, let's say you go to the store. So, holsters and concealed carry. You states have open carry. I envy you. I really do. I still would go with concealed carry over open carry. You got a shirt on, I have a polo, and I have shorts. Can you see them? No, you can't. Here. I have shorts. I have shorts. So anywho, I don't have a belt on. And when you don't have a belt on, it's hard to carry, you know. Now this 45 here, this is a Springfield XD, the fucking XD45. And it's a rather heavy gun. And it holds a zillion rounds. On my 1911 Springfield, I carry the Civil Defense 80 grain. These, it's like 15 rounds, and it's rather heavy. And the sights on this is marvelous. You can, like, at night, you keep this in the bed, and at night I look over and I'm like, I see the glow. I know where the gun's at. It's right next to the remote control. So anyhow, back at the ranch. I'm not wearing a belt, so I was like, alright, well that sucks. If I was wearing a belt, I'd be carrying these for the XD45. And being the gun is so light, it's not that big a deal. But that's not the point of this. Here's the gun. That's why it says 45 ACP. 45 ACP. Hammer back, yes. Locked and cocked, ready to roll. But it ain't gonna go off. Why? Because I have the fucking safeties on. Safety here, safety there, safety everywhere. Look. But anyway, I digress. So, and no, I'm not going to shoot the cameraman. There is no cameraman. This is made by 1791. This holster. Very nicely done. Yes. Very nicely done in 1791. Okay. Along with my magazine pouch. Very nicely done in 1791. But that's not the point of all this. I just want to run out to the fucking store. So what I did was I bought this. This is a Miami Classic. Okay. Yes. Don Johnson. This is a Miami Classic 3, 2, 1. Stop one. So anywho, let's get it unwound here. I had it in the drawer. So, okay, we're good. Yep. All right. So, this goes on the left-hand side. The holster goes on the right-hand side. unless you want it, you know, backwards. Now, let me address something here. And I need to, I probably need to adjust this back to, well, I've lost weight, probably about 80 pounds. Don't know why, but I have. To keep these things from flapping around the end, I taped them. What I did was I adjusted it, and I was like, alright, well, let's see. And then I adjusted it where I think I should have it, and I was like, alright, well, no, let's do it again. So, the thing is, you're going to the store, and you have shorts on. Yes. So what you do is coming over to the holster, okay? And here's your magazines. Right now, I would suggest the reason I showed you those bullets, and you can't see me now. You can see my beard. Is that coming out nice? The reason I showed you those bullets was because, well, they're 80 grains. Okay, these are 80 grains. They're the civil defense. Very, very, very light. I have like, this is a, and I believe this is a 9 or a 10. Okay, but they're very light. And what I would suggest, the gun is heavy enough as it is. But what I would suggest for your reloads is put a, I need to adjust this. I really do. And that's why I left the straps long enough, because, you know, this red and everything, I look like fucking Santa Claus. Ho ho ho, motherfucker. The reason I left the straps long enough is so I can adjust it. Okay? But what I would suggest is with these, with the mags, put a 180 grain round in there, because what that'll do is it'll compensate for the weight of the gun on one side. Now these things also come with a hole. See that? That's a hole. It's an asshole. But no, it's a hole. And what you can do is you can buy this thing. If you're wearing a belt, then you can buy a strap to hook it to your belt. But if you're wearing a belt, why not just, I don't know. Maybe you're going through a Don Johnson phase. So anywho, so, and one thing you want to watch out for, so I took the screw out of this. It's a retention screw. And the reason I did was because mine comes with a rail. And it was just hanging up just a little bit. So I said, all right, let's take that out of there. And in doing so, it made it, well, a little loose. You have a snap right here. I'm gonna shot myself in the fucking head. Okay. Try that. Try that. Okay. There you go. One thing that happened to me one day was I was getting out of the car, and the seatbelt, when I released it, it hit that, and being the angle that it's at, it fell down. Fell down between the door and the seat. Okay, so that's one thing to keep in mind, you know. And Another thing is when I was leaning forward to get something out of the car, the butt hit the car frame, for lack of a better word. It hit the panel, you know, went thunk. So that's another thing to keep in mind. But other than that, it comes open very spiffy. So anywho, and you put what I do is I put a Colombian shirt over it. And it works very well. It keeps it covered. You got your arm over for weapon retention. So you're doing good. But I would suggest it would balance it out if you put some heavier rounds over here. It really would. So that's my take on the Miami Classic 3 shoulder holster. This is from Galco. Thanks for stopping by. It's always a fucking pleasure. Meantime, I have to go now. I'm terribly fucking busy. We'll see you.